let's make my absolute favourite childhood dessert. This is my grandmother's chocolate biscuit cake. It requires no actual chocolate. It just needs 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. But believe me when I tell you, this is fudgy and chocolatey and so delicious. You just need 250 grams of either of these biscuits, digestive biscuits, rich tea biscuits. They're literally the cheapest ones that you can find, just the generic brand. Grab them. I always do a mix of the 2 of these, but it doesn't matter. If you've got one, use all digestive or all rich tea. So 250 grams in a bowl, get them bashed up. You can throw them in a bag and smack them around with a rolling pin, get your aggression out. But we don't want them to be too big. Bit of crumb would be nice because it'll fill out the gaps in our cake. But yeah, just do your best. I did them with my hands because I'm a monster. This all comes together in one pan. So another really great benefit is that there's not a lot of washing up. So get your big pan. Yes, my pan is wrecked, but we've addressed this. I use things until the wheels fall off. And in this big pan, we are going to melt down 125 grams of butter. Any moment now. There we go. And then on top of our butter, 60 grams of caster sugar or just fine white sugar. And it wouldn't be one of my dessert recipes unless I put Lyle's golden syrup in there, or whatever golden syrup or closest alternative that you have. If you don't have golden syrup, improvise with something similar. So we just need 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, then 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 2 tablespoons of milk. And that's really it. You just put this on a low heat. We don't want to go too high. You want to do this low and slow. You don't want to burn this mixture. Just give it a good mix. Take a few minutes. Be patient. We want to get it really smooth. Everything melted, combined. We want it to be nice and silky. And the smell of this is going to be so good. Like I said, we used to make this like back when I was a kid. And even before I was a kid, my nan used to make this. We didn't call it chocolate biscuit cake back then. It wasn't a big fancy dessert like it is now. You know, and you're putting your Lindt chocolate in it and all that kind of stuff. We called this raw chocolate cake. In my family, that's what we still call it, raw chocolate cake, because you didn't bake it. It's a no-bake dessert. Again, that was a term that wasn't really around. And it was just cheap as anything. You used what you had in the house. And I know now today, like, you can get much more sophisticated ingredients and there's more sophisticated methods, but there's something to be said for doing it kind of the old way that you did when you were a kid, you know. It's very nostalgic and it's very bittersweet. My grandmother's actually turning 89 this weekend. And I think that's why this cake has been on the brain, because it's many years. She's not mobile at all now. It's many years since she's been able to cook anything, or let alone bake anything. So I don't even remember the last year she did this for my birthday. So I'm going to do this for her birthday. I'm going to send her down a slice. And I'm also going to send one of these home to another family member, because when he saw the picture of it today, he said, "Oh my God, that was my favourite. And I used to make that for my birthday every year." So yeah, same. I won't always waffle through these videos. I never usually do, but there's something about this particular dish that's just close to my heart. I will not hear a bad word said about it. So there we go. It's all melted. It's all smooth. And just tip in your biscuits. Give them a good mix. Get them as coated as you can. There's plenty of that chocolatey liquid to go around, trust me. And whatever container you have, if you have, you know, like a loaf tin or a sheet pan, or this is like something I use for sponge cakes, just put a bit of parchment paper in it, tip your mixture in, tamp it down, press it into every edge, every corner that you can. I'm a bit lazy and impatient, so I probably could have done a better job. You'll see now when I slice into the cake what I mean. But get this as pressed down as you can into your container, cover it over with another piece of parchment. And when this cools slightly, you can get this into your refrigerator, couple of hours minimum, ideally overnight. And this will keep, my God, we used to keep this like for ages, because Nan used to make a huge slab of it. She nearly had it on a sheet tray, you know, that you'd cook your whole dinner on. But I'd say about 3 or 4 days. And this is it after a couple of hours, because I did creep back before bed last night just to get a sneaky little slice. The worst thing in the world is to snack before bed, especially on something like this. But do you see here at the bottom of the cake, that little gap or that hole? That's from me being lazy and impatient and not pressing it down enough into the tin. So yeah, that's why it's important. Now, it was still delicious. I still ate every last bite of it. And of course, I came back for a second slice today at tea time. So I regret nothing. I'll be living on soup for the next few days, but I regret nothing. So there it is. There is my grandmother's chocolate biscuit cake, or raw chocolate cake as we call it. I hope you give it a try and I hope you enjoy it.